Hello and welcome to Coordination Chemistry Lesson 3, Video 2 in Chemistry 3. In this video, we are going to use our nomenclature rules from the previous video to go through 6 different example problems. So all of these are going to be comprised of a cation and an anion. Either one or both could be complex ions. Remember that there are brackets around the complex ion. So if we look at our first example, we can see that there are brackets around the Cr the whole way to the end of the H2O. So that is our cation. Our anion is a Cl3. So things that you might want to have out is your periodic table, your ligand list, and your names of metal anions, and your note packet. So it's a lot of things, but all of these are going to be very useful. So the first thing we have to do is break apart our complex ion and the compound. So we know that chlorine, when it is an anion, is always -1, and there are 3 of them. So that means that all the chlorines together are -3, which means that we have one of this complex ion, so this whole thing has to be +3. So we break apart the compound first into the 2 parts, the cation and the anion. Now that we know that this is +3, we can figure out what the charge of chromium is. So we know that NH3 is neutral, so we don't have to worry about that. And we know that water is neutral, so we don't have to worry about that. So chromium has to be +3. So that is what this is. And since the metal is in the cation, we give it its full name. So it's chromium, and then we have a Roman numeral 3. NH3 and H2O are both ligands. So with NH3, we're going to look up its ligand name on our list. NH3 is amine. So there are 3 of them. So that is an amine group. And we have 3. Water on our ligand list is called aqua. And there are 3 of those. So now we're going to put everything together. So we're going to name the cation first. And we name the ligands first in alphabetical order, so amine comes before aqua. There are 3 amines, so we're going to start this one out with triamine. And then we have 3 aquas, so triaqua, and that's one word. And then we name the metal ion, chromium 3. And then we name the anion. Since it's chlorine, it's standard nomenclature. We leave a space and write chloride. So triamine triaqua chromium 3 chloride is the name of this compound. Let's look at number 2. Here again, we have a complex ion as the cation, and we have chlorine. So we have 2 chlorines, so this is -2 total. The complex ion is going to be +2 total. We have En, ethylene diamine. So that one is neutral according to our chart, but we also have chlorine in here. So with that, we know that chlorine is -1 apiece. So we have to know what platinum is, and platinum is +4 in this case. The N, we have 2 of them. And we have 2 chloroligands. So again, chloro would come first. So we would have dichloro. And we have 2 of these N's, but it's ethylene diamine is its name. So this is where those weird prefixes come in. Since we have two of them, we're going to have bis. Bis, and in parentheses, I'm going to put its name. Ethylene diamine, platinum, 4 chloride. So dichlorobis ethylene diamine platinum 4 chloride is its name. Number 3. Here we have potassium as the cation, and our complex ion is the anion. So with that, we know that potassium is +1. It never changes when it's an ion. So total, all the potassiums are +4, which means our complex ion has to be -4. And if we look on our ligand chart, we see that we have Cn, which is cyanide, and its ligand name is cyano, and it's a -1 charge, and we have 6 of them. So in this case, iron has to be +2. Here we have cyano. So with this one, because the metal ion is in the anion complex, we have to give it its complex anion name, which is ferrate. And we also have to give its charge, because iron can be +2 or +3. So with this one, we would call this one potassium. Since that is our cation, it comes first. Leave a space, and then we name our complex anion. So same rules apply to naming this. We name the ligands first. Since we have 6 cyano, it becomes hexacyano ferrate 2. The next video will go over examples 4 through 6.